Okay, no problem. It's mine. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Fuck that shit, I wish. If you guys really want it, if you insist. It changes every minute, so you guys will always have some good eye candy, as blind as I am. Okay, it seems like everybody's here, so I'm just going to start now before we dig into more time. All right, well, Dodge, you can start recording anytime you want. Just let me know when you want me to start. All right. Well, I'm just going to do the same thing that we did yesterday. If you guys aren't here, what I'd like to do is I look into technicals first. I like to look into the long-term trend of the dollar and if it's bullish or bearish. And also, I look into the technicals of the fiber and the cable afterwards. And I narrow it down to the short term, potentially the next 24 hours where it's going to go, as well as the price action by the session. What I mean by session is London session or New York session. So basically, to start, we'll look over the long term again. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I look at long term usually just at the beginning of the week and maybe midweek. But because everybody's here, I'll do a recap on what I usually do Sundays and Wednesdays. Well, I guess today's Wednesday, it's fine. Because long terms don't really change, considering the COT, changes once every week. So we'll start with the U.S. dollar. This is the daily chart. You guys can see okay? It's not showing the... Oh, is it frozen? Okay. Okay, so you guys can see the U.S. daily chart now, right? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know how I can increase my speed. Anyways, this is the U.S. dollar daily chart. I sent the link yesterday. If anybody's interested still, I'll send that on. I send it on Skype. So I mean, if you look at it here, you see a bullish candle. So obviously, dollar went up. Pretty obvious. I don't look really anywhere. I don't do any further analysis. I like to keep things, straightforward. Don't overanalyze. I see a lot of people overanalyze everything. I don't see the point in that. There's some support here. So it looks like it did bounce on this the 78.25 level. So okay, so we see a bullish dollar on the daily. That's simple fact. Now what I like to do is I'll zoom down and look at the hourly chart. As you can see, huge spike up, rally up. It did retest. It technically made an optimal trade entry on the US dollar, as you can see here, and then shot up, and then kind of dipped down, kind of a mean regression. Can you guys see the hourly chart now? Fine? Yeah? Okay. So yeah, this would be the hourly chart. Although it dipped down, is it really any surprise when the New York market closes, right? So that's how I like to think about it. I keep it very basic. I'm sure some of the older traders will look at me and say, you're too stupid, or you're looking at it not enough detail or whatever, but that's how I do it. Next thing I'll do is try and confirm that bias, or at least see if it matches up. So what we're loading right now is the bond overlays, just like Michael had shown. For any of you guys needing this chart as well, that's the link. I sent it on Skype. So I mean, if we look here, there isn't really much changed besides the, like I said, the bounce up from yesterday. So, or no, sorry, not the bounce up from yesterday. If we look here, I mean, there isn't really anything. So it kind of confirms the bull trend. You don't really see divergence signaling a reversal at this point. So, we can I would safely assume that it's still bullish. And, from yesterday's analysis, cable and fiber are both net long in terms of commercials. Large traders are an extreme short, so also signaling a bullish fiber and a bullish cable. Right. So given just our quick analysis, we know that US dollar is bullish, and therefore fiber and cable are bearish. And that would be more of a long-term outlook at this point. So this could be a potential high, I would see it. There was some resistance prior before it, as well as support. Okay, so that's really the fundamental, I guess. So now I'll start looking into the fiber. So we're looking at a daily US dollar. What I could do first is I start noting support and resistance levels, just roughly. It doesn't have to be as accurate as you can possibly get it, just get it rough. For example, here I exclude the wicks. I keep the body, sorry. As you can see, it's kind of here as well. There's a slight flag here, the 3-candle formation. And then, yeah, let's see what else there are. Slight, here is what I'm looking at. So there's another resistance level. As far as the downside, we've got this low here, as well as this low here. Notice how I included the wick this time, but also because there was a previous body as well. That's how I look at it. I mean, everything I do is pretty basic, as you can see. I'll zoom down to the 4-hour, zoom out a little bit, see what else I'm missing. Here. And what I kind of do is I kind of just eye it and see and follow the price as it went. Right here. Here as well, notice how I included the wicks because of the retest here. And notice how the price did consolidate around here. Although it broke it, there was still a slight consolidation. As far as I can see, say that is a level as well. Retest it here, go through it, bounce back from the resistance, and then retested the support again. And now go below that. Now we're looking at the hourly. Sorry guys, I don't prepare these things, so I'm doing my analysis really at the same time while I'm trying to present this stuff. So, slice support. Got a small hourly support level here. What I could do is I use just a smaller, just a line sort of array for stuff like these. Just a recent level. All right, so now I've got a decent amount of support levels, resistance levels that I may have the potential to watch. You're looking at 1,000, almost 900 pips, so which is fine. That's more than enough for today, right? Because all you're really looking for is today. You don't care what's doing in 3-4 days. It doesn't really matter. You do analysis every day. So what I do is I look at the market flow using fractals. Like Michael says, the 4-hour is given the most emphasis. So I look at the 4-hour first, and then zoom up to the daily chart, and then look at the hourly chart. Right now, clear short. We'll look at the daily, still long. Okay, so no confluences so far. And it was short, but now it's a small little long right now. So you don't have much confluence in terms of market flow. But no matter what, no matter what the hourly and the daily was, Michael specifically told us to place the most emphasis on the 4-hour. So still trade in confluence of the 4-hour. And I slightly agree with that. Next, what I'll do is I will pop in the Trader Trinity and see where price is going. So right now we're currently in no man's land. And, if you look at previous lows or highs, because we do know that no man's land is where we look for stop hunts. You've got this short right here, really. That's what appears. That's what the most obvious low is anyways, around no man's land. What I also like to do at this point on the hourly chart is I use my monthly and weekly pivot points. And in the torrent that you guys are downloading right now, I've actually attached all the indicators, all the tools that I personally use, as well as the ones that ICT uploaded himself on the thread. So you'll have all of these as soon as the downloads are complete. So that's something you guys can look forward to as well. It's my own little touch, I guess. Yeah, and also the cool thing is not really cool, but I've all labeled them with the underscore, so they're all going to appear on the top, so you don't have to, look through them all and try to find them all. You just know they're all there, so just little things, I guess. Anyway, so we look here, you see the Trinity line in confluence with the weekly pivot in confluence of this current resistance level. So what I like to do is I draw, rectangles as a zone, basically, of a key level. Here's another one here. Got a level here as well, 68 pips. I don't really find much confluence here. It's just one trendy tool. So this one, you see that the weekly S1 and the monthly S1, I want to say as well. Well, the monthly actually central pivot, as well as a Trader's Trinity tool. Yeah. So, shade that there as well. Let's see, got a little bit of confluence here. Zoom out, we've got 32 pips. I want to avoid that, but it is still 200 pips above. So I mean, what are the chances of prices hitting there anyways? I mean, it's possible, but yeah. So there's zone here. That's about That's about really about all I can see in terms of confluence of support and resistance. I mean, I guess I could, okay, I'll draw this. I'll highlight that one as well. So I hate clutter on my charts. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. So as soon as I'm done with them, I remove them right away. So now you've got clear key points that you will see price react. And as shown yesterday, price did react to these zones that I drew last night. So I mean, is there really any procedure to identify these? Not really. It just takes experience and I guess time, really. After this, what I'll do is I'll actually go into the 15-minute chart now. And I'll pull out my daily fibs. These are New York fibs. So price is currently in the sell zone, or in the buy zone, sorry, below the central pivot. See here, you've got this level that I highlighted earlier is MS1. You've got the CPP, central pivot, on the highlighted resistance zone. Other than that, that's about, in terms of confluence, that's really it. So make a note of that, I guess. See what else. Yeah, I mean, so we know that this long term is potentially down at this point, given our analysis on the dollar. And when I mean long term, I don't mean months ahead or even like a year ahead. I'm talking 3-4 days, maybe a week, something along those lines is what as long term as I'll get to. So I mean, given the analysis here, I'm going to be boring tonight and most likely just watch what price is going to do because you have so many mixed signals at this point. You've got market flow completely out of whack. You've got the dollar index changing yesterday, which was net short to now long. I mean, you've got a mixture of conflict in terms of your analysis, really. And so, I mean, one of the best ways I would do is just wait till London hits and wait for the first hour. Wait till 1 o'clock, or I guess when the London market actually opens, which is 7 a.m. GMT time. See what it's doing. One of the other key things is that we see that Asia is actually went up. So, like I said, Asia. What I like to think of Asia is the actual Judah swing. So if Asia, no, I'm using New York pivots because my broker is GMT +2. So I go -7, which shifts me 7 hours back, which is Eastern. Right, minus below CPP as well. Price? My CPP is right here at 133.82. No worries. You can see that. Oops. I'm going to show you a fit image that ICT had given us earlier. Personally, I think today will be another sell day. That's just based on my analysis so far that I've looked at. I like to believe it's a sell day. There are more odds going into a sell day. Maybe not a sell day, but a sell London. Because, as long as you get one session correct, that's all you really need. You don't even need to predict the trend of the day. So my current bias right now would be to short London. The way I see the market right now is that this current profile that ICT gave us before it really matches it. What I like to think though is that this downswing is actually London. This is actually, instead of what ICT wrote, this is London Open, I could think of this as New York. And New York may bounce up. Obviously, I would wait till New York and I would do further analysis and look through the technicals and see if anything confirms this. But as far as I'm concerned, I would imagine right now Asia moved up. We're going to see the potentially total soup raid. If not, we're going to see this OTE being made in London drops to New York and perhaps maybe a long, just similar to yesterday actually. So yesterday, New York only slightly retraced a little bit before it tanked again due to the news releases. As far as my analysis goes, that's really it. I mean, I try to keep it simple, so no, I don't try to overthink anything. I mean, does anybody have any questions, or now's the time to speak up, I guess. I'm pretty much done. Well, in the Trinity, price was in the no man's land. So in one of ICT's Xmas specials, he said that, in no man's land, you want to look for the smart money to go for these stop hunts. So one of the stop hunts that I see would be this low here. So potentially smart money may be looking to break this low before it reverses into New York, which goes bullish. Yes, based on the 1 hour, just based on fractals alone, yes, you'll see that price is bullish because it just broke this recent fractal. Trinity day, not month. What do you mean by that? Okay, well, let's look at the SMT then. Right, okay. I'll get back to you, Valho. I'm going to talk about the SMT for now, so everybody that's been asking me for the divergence. In the 1 hour, right, so I'm guessing you're talking about this divergence here. Is that what you see, the bullish divergence here? Look how much it moved already. It moved 30 pips. That may not seem like a lot, but if you look at the ranges on an hourly chart, not the explosive London ranges, but just a standard hourly range, it's about 30 pips. I mean, that's just based on my own experience as well, of course. Like, I'm not going to say that's absolute or anything like that, but that's just my opinion. In terms of any kind of, it's all in the torrent. All the indicators on there. All you do is open a cable line chart, and then in your indicators list, you want to use the ICT SMT indicator. Type in your symbol, which is the Euro USD you want to compare it with, and all your settings. And then bang, it's there. Yeah. It'll be in the torrent. What I like to put emphasis on is mostly the 4 hour, as obviously the 4 hour should show the same as well. Shows a bearish divergence. The thing with the thing with divergence is when do you know it's going to reverse? It could go down more before it reverses, can it not? And as I said, my current bias is kind of like this right now. Right, the London goes down. I'm talking 40, 60 pips. Come New York, we may be looking at a optimal trade entry long. Even prior to New York, maybe a couple hours before New York. But I think based on the quick analysis I just did now, that the fiber and cable will drop 40, 50 pips maybe during London. And that's one of the key things smart money will do, right? They'll drop the price 40, 50 pips. People are trying to ride it for 100 pips, and it reverses on them, hits their stop loss. I guess that's really all there is. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? Oh, the Trinity, right? No, I don't use any stochastics. Okay, so this is the okay, Valho. This is the weekly Trinity on an hourly chart. So currently we're right in the middle of it. So the 50% retracement level on prior week. Just chilling in no man's land. So, I mean, we've got this high here, we've got this low here. So, smart money is looking to hit those stops. No, I actually think the reverse artificial. I actually think that price is going to fall. The Judas is going to be a downswing. And then we're going to see price rise New York. Define profile pips a day. Well, I mean, currently I'm looking at the 4 hour, right? The 4 hour right now is bearish. And I like to think about it systematically in the fact that the 4 hour is places get more priority over the other two time frames. I could think about it as one. I mean, guys, this is actually my first time looking at the charts since last night, so I could be wrong. I'm not Michael, so I'm just trying to do what I can and hopefully, help some of the newer guys out there in terms of all the concepts. Well, I don't want to. Yeah, I wish. I'm just doing my best, I guess. We'll see how that goes. Maybe sometime we can all take turns. One person does their analysis once a day. Um, Thanks, guys. See, the way I see it is this. Like I said, I'm sitting on my hands right now. Really, I'm sitting on the sidelines, waiting to see what price will do. Based on, I actually place a huge emphasis on the main trend for Asia. There's an uptrend. So this, in my opinion, this is where the smart money accumulates shorts. And so what happens? I mean, this is what I think of the Judas swing. The Judas swing is the Asia session, and then the quote-unquote main trend of London is usually reverse that. I mean, I can look at other weeks or other days, sorry. But I mean, Asia is pretty much the reverse of London. Yeah, Dodge, you did. I think I was asleep by that point, but I already kind of. Oh, great! So apparently, I copied him word for word as well. In my sleep, I learned from him. Wonderful. It's not like his voice was already boring enough and makes me fall asleep. Like, have you guys just watched a Pro Traders Club video, like a recorded Pro Traders Club video, as like a bedtime story? I'm serious. It puts you to sleep instantly, guaranteed. It works like a charm. I mean, it doesn't work very well for learning, but if you want to sleep, that is the way to do it. I'm serious. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, if you pull a fib from Asia, low to high, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do see the OTE in confluence with this support zone. So, I mean, for all I know, it could go up. I mean, it's got 10 pips before it hits that OTE, but at the same time, assuming it does go up, and you pull a fib at where it bounced at the 78% retracement level, you've got another OTE. It may form a short OTE here. I mean, another thing is, I believe I haven't watched the video yet, but a friend did tell me about the ICT reflection pattern, and the fact that if it breaks through the 78.6, it'll actually hit the 100 or the 127.2, where then it'll go short. I haven't watched the video yet. My friend just told me about it. I actually made an algorithm based on that, actually, quite profitable. So say we crack up above the AR. Yeah, an inverted OT, apparently. I actually made an EA. I hired the programmer to make a similar EA with similar trading strategies for it. Did a quick back test. Pretty decent results, but it does scale in a lot, and I don't like doing that. So say we crack up above the AR and drop down to 1. Where would you be looking for prices? Where would I be looking for price to reverse? I mean, I'll be honest. Looking at the chart, you don't have to be a fortune teller. I mean, you've got support here, you've got a little support zone here, but at the end of the day, I mean, just watch when price starts to slow down, because you're looking for an optimal trade entry, right? So it doesn't matter. You're not entering at the first sign of reversal. You're entering as price moves down, it bounces on some specific level. I don't know which one. This bounce, if it falls again, that's your OTE. So it doesn't matter where price really falls. The kill zone is likely for reversal, and so that the odds are stacked with you. You have the edge at that point. Typically, just from my experience, I see 40 to 60 pip ranges in London. and then you'll see a huge, 120, 130 pip move in the New York session. But there obviously will be times where London will make the meat of the move, and New York will do a 30 to 50% retrace, and then it'll reverse. So, I mean, it all depends, and I'm not a fortune teller. I only try to predict the trend for the session. Well, when I'm doing ICT trading, all of it, all the time. I mean, isn't that the key concept for ICT? Is the 78.6% retracement level? So, I mean, I wouldn't trade any other way. Besides the turtle soup, my turtle soup entry will be at the 127.2 level. Right, exactly. And I always do a fixed 30 pip stop loss. Yeah. If there's a confluence of a smaller time frame OTE within a higher time frame OTE, then I will take that as well. I mean, just added confluence, but I won't take the OTE from the higher time frame because your stop is going to be very small relative to the swing. Oh yeah, I should probably take a look at the news too, huh? I mean, I'm not a big news trader. I don't know much news. I don't really watch the news. So, I mean, you guys are probably way ahead of me there. Uh, I do some arbitrage, like events arbitrage. I don't know if you guys heard of it. That's pretty cool. But other than that, I don't know why it's not loading. Yeah, seriously. The freaking torrenting and stuff. Babypips has actually not been working for me lately. Um, which I'll attach it into the Skype conversation, the trading group. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why my internet's so slow right now. Usually it's solid, but guess not. There you go, Squidge. Well, I mean, I've been using the Internet Explorer my whole life, so. Oh, look at that. So I mean, it did bounce, or at least retesting the support level, right? Um, that's really about it in terms of my analysis. I mean, like I said, I wasn't intending on giving you trading signals, right? I just wanted to show you how I look at how I do analysis, and I mean, hopefully, you guys can eventually finish watching those videos if you haven't, and practice a little bit more, and figure out your own rhythm of analysis. This is personally what I prefer. I've tried different methods of analysis. I do focus more on the fiber. Funny is though, I focused on solely the pound before, but now I trade mostly the fiber actually. Yeah. The thing is, I'm kind of worried because it's only 12:15. Well, it's 15 minutes into the kill zone, so it's very rare to see an OTE form at such an early stage of the kill zone. So that's something you got to watch out for. Yeah, exactly, Matt, and that's what I'm trying to show you. I'm not trying to show you how good I am as a trader. I'm trying to show you the process of analysis, really, and how ICT usually does its analysis, and I guess how I do my ICT analysis as well. And so I guess you guys can kind of get in the group of it yourself, and you know, so you're not just stuck with recordings that make you fall asleep. No offense to the guy, he put lots of work in. I appreciate all of his stuff. It actually did teach me a lot. So I mean, hopefully you guys gleaned. I'm gonna pull an ICT here. Hopefully you guys gleaned some information out of that, and it helped you guys. I mean, that's really all my analysis is. 20 minutes. That's what it. Yeah. So what the fuck? So I guess this is the day of pips now, huh? Pip Mart. I would probably look at this I would probably wait till the kill zone, till the end of the kill zone, and see what's going on. And then if I don't see anything there, I'm going to bed. I mean, I don't really have a strong bias like last night. Yeah. Maybe I might stay up for New York because I mean New York is amazingly easy to trade. The thing is that it's at 5 o'clock in the morning for me. You know, I'm usually already passed the fuck out at that time. I guess David Pips did some remodeling today. No wonder I haven't been able to log on lately. I'm in the mountain time zone. Yeah, there's David Pips. Apparently it's blue now. Maybe my computer's retarded, but oh really? Okay, it's probably just my own problem. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Well, in terms of news, all I do is look at Forex Factory and look at the red ones. So you get the pound at 2:30 of local time, so 30 minutes after the kill zone. You got the dollar for Nike. Yeah, watch out for the U.S. news, but not to New York yet, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I think it's my computer. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, so yeah, I guess you'll see some action in terms of the pound and the dollar within New York time zone, or within New York session. Yeah, I I mean it's okay right now. It's not too bad. I mean I can deal with it. I mean my porn is already recorded anyways, right? So don't worry. If it gets that bad, I'll just stick in my wireless internet. It won't be a problem. Yeah. So I mean that's why I prefer to sit on the sidelines, right? I mean it could bounce up. We all know that. Could be just retesting that zone as a whole. Does any one of you guys follow Jay's trading in terms of supply and demand? Oh, on Baby Pips, his username is. Yeah, he does a lot of Sam Side and stuff. and I've incorporated some of his concepts in terms of my analysis as well. In terms of looking at my support and resistance levels. So I mean that's also good. It could be also a good idea to look at some of his videos. Although his videos are probably equally as bland and about an hour and a half long. So that shit makes me fall asleep within 15 minutes tops. There's 7 what? Videos for Sam Seiden? Oh no, there's like almost 30. Oh Jay, yeah, Jay has about 7. Sam Seiden has almost 30 videos, and they're each like at least an hour long, and they're just dry. Yeah, they're dry. I have a very low attention span, I guess. I mean, personally, I would see myself as a scalper, but oh yeah, it's really raspy. Yeah, I'm sure he makes very good money off that. Just want to thank everybody for my swarm of ads on Skype. In 24 hours, I made over 100 new contacts. It's great. Over 1,000 now. Yeah, so I guess that concludes my presentation, if you will. So, wish you guys good luck in your trading. Um, yeah, that's my analysis. Yeah, artificial trader. All right, I'm going to end this meeting, and I'll be back on Skype with all you guys for a couple more hours, I guess.